Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are at Toronto Pearson Airport, Terminal 1 in the domestic terminal here at the domestic gates, the D gates. And what I'm going to show you today is how to connect to the, I believe it's the F gates for the international gates. So again, we're in the domestic terminal right here. And this is where, if you're arriving on a domestic flight, you would arrive on these gates and just over by the Starbucks and the fairly new Air Canada Cafe, which is really nice. And we're at gate D20. So you want to follow the signs to connections, international connections and the US connections. And I'll just show you where that is here. Just past the customer service desk. Actually, before we go over there, I'm going to show you a couple other things here in the airport. And if you're arriving at Toronto, you come through security, you're actually going to come down the escalator here. And then you can go to the domestic gates. And if you're looking for the Maple Leaf Lounge, the elevators for the Maple Leaf Lounge are just over in the corner there where the signs are. All right, and more D gates down there. And let's head over to the connections here for US. And we'll see how long this takes. All right, we just follow the signs for connections. First time I'm doing this here, so kind of see how long. Okay, so the F gates are for the US. We're in domestic right now, and the E gates are going to be the international. For transfer. All right, let's go here. While I'm taking the escalator up, you can have a look at the sunset over the airport here. And we'll just continue on up here. Again, this is all Terminal 1, no access to Terminal 3. And connection, oh, actually these are open, so we just go through. And follow the sign of the connections here. And let's go off to the left. Okay, the D is domestic, that's where we just were. And we're just going to come through down here. Let's see some of the planes arriving here while we go for a walk. I'm going to leave this rolling here. Oh, actually, here you can see the. This is a domestic Plaza Premium Lounge, which is this is sort of like their temporary space where the Swiss Chalet is, and that's for security for the domestic Plaza Premium. All right, let's just continue on here. And I guess the connections are the same in reverse if you're going the other way, international to domestic. And just over on the left here, this is where you queue up for, if you're arriving for a domestic flight, to get into security and into the terminal. There you can see the Plaza Premium Lounge. I believe it's the US one. Okay, connections E and F. And let's see where this takes us here. straight ahead. E Gates International, F for the US. Stop here, you can read through the sign. This is just basically telling you if you're connecting in Terminal 3 for instructions on how to get over to Terminal 3 from Terminal 1. And we're about 5 minutes in our walk here. Okay, so we're doing... Alright, so here's the connections. US Terminal. Terminal international or US passengers only. Alright, okay. D connections here, F for the US and Canada. And here we're going to head on to international. Head off to the international gates here. There's people arriving through there. And one of these days I'll have to do this video in reverse. All right, let's head on to the moving sidewalk here. See a bit of the sunset. So this all boarded up on the right here. It used to be I think it was like one of the fastest moving sidewalks. It was like a high speed moving sidewalk. I think one of the fastest ones ever produced. And I'm not sure why it's all boarded up. But anyway, as we're walking along here, I'll give you a little bit more of the sunset. There's the US gates on the left there. Down the stairs. And you can kind of see people coming the other way on the upper level. Sorry if the sound is a little muffled, I'm still talking through a mask here. Alright, let's go on to the next. Next moving sidewalk. And we're getting pretty close. About 8 minutes now since I started the video. And I think we're only a couple more minutes down here. Up ahead is where you come out if you go directly through security to international. I'm actually departing international, but I entered security through domestic just to check out the new Air Canada AC Cafe, which is only in the domestic space. Okay, we're coming up. I think this is it. Close to 10 minutes, and I believe we're at the international gates. I suspect this will meet up just after security. And I'll give you guys one more look at the sunset here. E-Gates, Maple Leaf Lounges, Signature Lounge. And yeah, we're at the E-Gates. So essentially we're here. So if you're looking for the Maple Leaf Lounge, it's up here on the right. And you can either take the elevator down, and then this is where, yeah, I think eventually you come out through security. We'll take the stairs because the escalator isn't working. Give you a quick walk around the international gates here. And so pretty much 10 minutes. If you walk quickly and don't stop like I did, you might be able to do it in a little bit less, but 10-minute connection from domestic to the international. And I'm assuming international to domestic and or the US would be about the same. All right, so here's kind of a little map of the terminal. Some of the duty-free shops. And it's always kind of fun walking through the center here. All right, so we're at the gates. So the international gates go down here. Some more food options. It's kind of a little busy. I don't think I'll go all the way down. There's some more food options down there. And you can see the Turkish flight over there, a couple Air Canada. And I'm not sure if you can see, but up on top there is where the Plaza Premium, or also called the Amex Lounge, is up there. Some more shopping here.
This is the final boarding call for Air Canada Flight 896 to Athens. All customers should
duty-free shopping. And okay, we're getting close to wrapping it up here. So a couple more gates down here at the left. And you know, I'll take you guys up to the Plaza Premium Lounge in case anybody's curious how to get there. Yeah, so a couple more gates, and I think a couple more gates around the end. And the Signature and the Plaza Premium Lounges are up here. So we just go over. I'm going to take the stairs up. You can also take the elevator. And I'll show you where those are, and then we'll wrap things up. All right, oh, looks like we had a bit of a queue to get into the Plaza Premium Lounge. And then I'll just show you guys over here the Air Canada Signature Suites. Are just going to be over here on the right. And you can kind of see in there. So for the Signature Suite, you can get access if you're on an international business class ticket, on a revenue ticket. And if you're on an award ticket, at least at the time of this recording, if you're on the business flexible fare international, you can also get in there. All right, I'm gonna wrap things up, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.